first down, taking another deep shot. A diving grab! Holding on to it is Malachi Fields. Cavalier to throw, taking a shot. Downfield, into the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Trell Harris, the other.
Welcome back to another edition of Who You Got. I'm Conwell Morris alongside Cate DeSousa. UVA is coming off a big 34-13 victory over the Richmond Spiders, a game that featured a 2-hour rain delay, but the Cavaliers weathered the storm and came away with their first victory of the season. But Cate, what are we looking forward to this week?
Yeah, so this upcoming weekend, Virginia is traveling down to Winston-Salem to face the Wake Forest Demon Deacons in their first ACC opponent of the 2024 season. So we're going to give our takeaways for a Virginia victory this weekend.
Before we preview UVA's game against Wake Forest this Saturday, we're going to give you a couple of our takeaways from their win over Richmond. Cate, what were you impressed by?
Yeah, I think Cavalier had a great start to the season last night. He threw for almost 300 yards and had no interceptions, so that was a great way to start out the season. And he also connected really well with the receivers, which is an important thing for him to do. And that was a great start to the season. So what are your takes from the game?
In addition to Cavalier, I was really impressed by Kobe Pace. We were looking for him to demonstrate that he would be the starting running back this season. He had 93 yards rushing, 50 receiving on just 2 receptions, made guys miss in the open field. I was really impressed with his play.
Yeah, as well, Malachi Fields had a great first game. He had 100 yards over 5 receptions, which is huge, and it was his first 100-yard game. So that was a great way to start the season, and it's good momentum for the Cavaliers going forward.
Now it's time for our keys to a UVA victory over Wake Forest this Saturday. It's going to be critical for UVA to get pressure on the quarterback. They didn't do it against Richmond, only 1 total sack for the team. Last year, Wake Forest had the 8th best offensive line in the country, according to Pro Football Focus, and it'll be critical for UVA to force their quarterback to get the ball out of his hands quickly.
Yeah, and also, Wake Forest has a weak secondary, so Cavalier allowing his receivers to win those matchups deep in the field and continuing to connect with them is going to be really important for the game this weekend. What else do you have looking forward to the game?
I totally agree. I also think it's important that UVA continues to control the run game. They were able to control possession and pace of play against Richmond, which was big. I'd love to see Kobe Pace put up another big performance and the offensive line be able to push the ball down the field.
Also, Virginia's special teams is going to have to win this matchup this weekend. Wake Forest's special teams had a really strong first game with a 73-yard punt return on the first play of the game, as well as a 51-yard field goal. So Virginia needs to really push through that and win this special teams battle, because that's going to be crucial in an away game.
I totally agree. Those special teams plays are big momentum shifters, and at Winston-Salem against Wake Forest, it'll be important to win those matchups. Welcome back to everybody's favorite part of the video, Who You Got. Last week our predictions were pretty close. I said it'd be 34-22. Cate said 34-16. It ended up being a 34-13 UVA victory over Richmond. Let's see if you can have a repeat this week. Cate, who do you got?
Yeah, so looking forward to the game this weekend. Virginia has lost 5 straight matchups to Wake Forest, but I think they're going to break that streak and clean up those small things on the field. And ultimately, I think that Virginia's going to get the win on the road, 26-23. Conwell, what do you think?
I agree. I also think it's going to be a close game. I think it'll be 29-27 UVA. I think there's going to be a safety that decides the game, but we'll see this Saturday at 7 p.m. in Winston-Salem. I'm Conwell Morris alongside
Cate DeSousa.
WUVA.